Rolls off your tongue, eh?
Aw, GC, give us a good old Canadian A.
I do if sometimes.
I need to turn off the.
Yep, I was waiting for the stream to go live.
I was waiting for it to go dead. Oh, and by the way, I never got the war mech to spawn last night.
Hooray.
Just curious. Oh, Milo, pal, I want to pull you aside. You mentioned the Myers water is going bad.
Joker, this is.
Who's playing this?
Joker
Oh,
was
that's me? I'm sorry. That's right, I'm this little Kermity dude. Oh, it's just got a bit of an aftertaste sometimes, is all. Anyhow, I filter all my algae before I juice it. I'm a big juicer. The corruption puddles do seep a bit sometimes, but those have been around since my daddy's day. First beast showed up smack in the middle of his proposal to my mama, the most beauteous wart of the Myers. Story is, my great-grandma Breezy threw a fit, but she was more mad about the proposal than the beast. Now that tale for the ages. Overheard my half-cousin telling it to a few of my step-nephews the other day. Stephews.
Sounds like a sizable family got there.
Hello.
The sedges
Hello,
and
Jonas.
Hi, Jonas. The sedges and the warts are two of the oldest families in the Myers. Been
Hello, nephew.
generations. Feuding families, too, before true love conquered all. But despite having a few dozen folks running around on each side, it doesn't feel all that big, honest.
I suppose size is relative. Relative? We're going back to the water.
Oh, long as you avoid those spots, it should be just fine. Toxins have probably all washed out to sea anyway.
Well, you know, you're home. Home, sweet home.
Bye-bye.
Skip! Have you heard the tales of the hot dip riverboat?
No.
They say there's a sunken houseboat out in the Myers, and at night you can hear creepy voices coming from it.
Hell yeah.
Joker.
Oh, dang it. Every time I look away even briefly from the screen, not that I would ever want to discourage anyone from visiting any part of our sweet swamp, which I nearly called Secret Swamp for some reason, but yep, I reckon that's a true haunting. Don't go there. You
Sweet
might see a
swamp. Or swing.
ghost. But if y'all give it a think, maybe ghosts just lend the bog some nice historical charm. It sure does warm the heart to think of any of my dear old dead relatives hanging helpfully around, rotting in the bog. And if y'all never
Or even
know
worse,
when a long-
preserved in the bog.
Oh gosh. And if y'all never know when a long-lost great auntie or dearly deceased family friend might hop on up, it just keeps a critter on his best behavior. Sounds like a good thing to me. I love the mouse's just concerned face through this whole conversation.
Why are you people talking of ghosts? Twist and sickness. What's that? I haven't heard anything.
Oh, well, let me tell you, it's so much fun. Oh, you know, critters going off their food.
Food, do you mean those cloud juice recipes? If so, I can hardly blame them.
No, No. They can't manage any food at all from getting their stomachs all twisted up. It's really disturbing. Look how happy I am. It's not common.
That's just his face. All frogs look like that.
I should hope not.
You know that giant garlic in the foreground? That's about as much garlic as you need.
You see that squirrel?
No, I think you need a bit
loves
more.
that. She's gonna make a pie made for the swamp.
Gloomspark.
Pie death.
Gloomspark. Need more Gloomspark to craft another hammer.
You need glooms, you need shimmers, you need splinters.
Eric, I'm raiding you.
What'd you say, Janice?
I said I'm raiding you. With 4 people.
Horrific news, everyone! Our esteemed puppy has been kidnapped!
Oh. Okay. What?
I found a dreadful ransom note referencing fearsome swamp ghosts. One must assume that they are the culprits. For observe,
Yeah, of course.
the note appears to be written in blood.
No, that's just red ink. Jam.
It's jam.
That's my jam.
Oh, looks like jam to me, lad. But I'm sure Poppy would appreciate the sentiment.
Well, I don't appreciate that she wandered off. Keep an eye out for any clues to where she went.
Ta-da.
So is this happening for anybody else where the Discord stream is like freezing every 10-15 seconds?
Let me take a look.
Nope.
I don't seem to be having
I
any
don't
trouble
think
with it.
so. Yeah, it seems like it's working for me.
That's why my lines keep getting delayed, is because I'm waiting for it to catch up, because I'm still seeing the last line.
Weird. Shouldn't be happening for me anymore.
It's not on the Twitch side, so I don't know what it is. It might be on my end.
Let me check Discord status. Nah, it looks like it's good for them. I don't know.
Okay.
It's just one of those things.
I gotta get the sharing sword again. Fuck this up.
Excuse me.
Wait. Oh, that's one that's 20 charge. Which I like. Jam jar.
Oh, sorry, 1 second here.
Only one critter is capable of making jam this delicious.
Oh. Oh, that was me.
Yes,
Radar
you're the
dish.
critter.
Yeah. Radar dish about to be jammed.
Oh, snizzle snap.
I have no idea what element it is, but
So it's just me here, but are you, Gav? Are all these ingredients being taken over
Yeah.
by the previous game?
okay.
Is your
Uh,
stuff?
It was here.
Let me go to that pool.
Charge. Okay. I should get it before I got to the third pool at least.
Mm-hmm. Speeder. Ah, so we're right back. I got a cinnamon bun wait for me.
Oh man, so good.
Feel both kind of good and kind of bad about myself, because right before the stream yesterday I went and bought a bunch of junk food because I was having cravings, but then I didn't eat any of it. But that just means I now have a bunch of junk food in my pantry.
That's the problem.
There we go.
It's a terrifying problem with the world. How dare there be delicious things that taunt me every hour?
That's true. Destroy it. Destroy the entire world. It's the only way.
No, that's what happens if there's a cockroach in your bed.
Oh, of course.
The only
Oh,
option is to
shit,
destroy the
mate.
world.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Ew.
What are you teeheeing about?
I'm looking at clips from my Sonic game.
Yeah, Jonas, you're like reaching Temmie levels of weird noises at certain points of that.
Oh my god, I did not expect to get so silly.
Ow.
Wait, am I still connected?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Unless
No,
this
I was
goes-
watching the clip that Boxer linked in chat.
No, there's a better one. Hang on. There's a better one. 1 second. Here, check this one out.
Man, this one's tricky.
I believe in you.
No, I'm not going to win this one. Unless I can
Oh.
pull off something miraculous next turn.
Nice.
I might be able to. Let's see.
I believe in you.
Nope. Stuck me right behind this. I can't get to anything. Nope.
You got rampage, you did.
Okay,
quiet.
trying this again.
So, Chad, how you doing? Wait. Are we audible? Hang on.
Yeah, should be.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we are. Okay. Whoever said something about no mic, so I thought maybe. there's
No,
a
nobody's just
problem,
been
but no.
talking because
Oh, yeah.
not anywhere near a talky scene.
Right.
Not there hasn't been much to talk about at the moment.
Well, you know what that means. It's time for podcast. So, Stoker,
Yeah, this is podcasting. Yes, Jonas.
why did you invoke episode 1? How dare
Oh,
you?
jeez. I had my mic off. Wow.
Oh, no! Jeez.
I was like blabbing like every minute. I was like, am I to hear me?
Well, I guess you know the answer now.
Yeah.
We were not ignoring you.
Yeah. You were ignoring me. Now it's good.
I was not ignoring you. What did you say?
I was just saying that if Rick was in sniper mode, we had to be quiet. Nobody could say anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody could even think anything.
Yeah.
It's true. I have a noisy brain.
Noisy brain. That's a good one.
It makes squishing noises.
Well, Of course it does, but I mean, that's when it's outside your skull.
Even when it's inside sometimes. You know, I'm that squishy.
Oh,
It's true, Jonas is just squishy squish. That's all. Squish squish.
Brains are just slimes that haven't escaped from our skulls.
It's true, and you should say it.
We're just slime.
my brain is precious. I can't think of it as being slimy. Huh?
We're slimes piloting meat tanks. That's what we are.
Yeah,
We're all
we're all the Gundams to our brains.
Exactly. This went weird places.
Yeah, you are a living brain inside of a bony mech.
Yeah.
Just a little.
I am sure Stoker is playing to say now that it's Halloween spooky time. It is Halloween spooky time. What do you have to say about it, Stoker?
I'm in favor of the spookums, the Halloween spookums.
I
like
am
them
still in
spookums.
favor of the spookums.
This is the time of year when my power reaches its apex.
I can confirm that I am putting pumpkin syrup in my coffee now. Or
Pumpkins and
spice.
pumpkin accessories.
Pumpkin spice syrup, I should say. Not actual. It's not actually pumpkin flavored.
I pretty much run out of ideas for costumes over the year, which was pretty much just the standard horror stuff. But I try to put a little creativity over my Jasons and Freddys over the years, and my somewhat weird Inuyasha costumes.
Nice. I usually go as Mr. Well, I usually went as Mr. Spock.
You usually went as what?
Mr.
Mr.
Spock.
Spock.
Ah, okay.
I don't know, it was pretty easy.
So you opted not to wear a costume.
Yeah, thank you. Nah, I mean, Mom got the ears, you know, and I already pretty much had a bowl cut, and I had a blue
Do you
jacket.
also have yellow corn teeth from years of smoking?
But
That sure
yeah.
went some places.
But no, I happened to have like a blue, like kind of like a down vest at the time, and Mom, like, she made this cheap little like Starfleet symbol on her sewing machine, and we just like stuck that thing on the jacket, and that was my Spock outfit.
Is Jonas coming through a little quietly for anyone else, or is it just me?
Am
Not
I?
just
could-
you.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nope, doing fine on my end.
You know how to boost individual people, right, Stoker?
Your face is an individual boost.
It's rude.
Your boost is an individual face.
Oh, GC!
How could you?
Somebody's being rude
Say
tonight.
something else, Jonas.
Something else, Jonas?
Say it again.
Again?
Okay, that's better. Anyway, I bet you'll never in a million years guess what Halloween costume I used more often than any other.
Was it
Dracula?
Dracula?
Okay, maybe it'll take a little bit less than a million years.
Was it Double Dracula?
Yes, Double Dracula for the NES.
Oh, okay, that's good. I was gonna say something like that too. Ah,
One of them's a Dracula that plays by the rules. The other one's a Dracula who's a loose cannon. Together, they fight crime and also drain people's blood.
Something like that, I'm
that's-
sure.
That's exactly how it works.
You know you'd watch that show.
I mean,
Of course, Stoker would.
that's not that far from it's not that far from the premise of Forever Night.
What if like all of the bad guys were also Draculas, just like different kinds of Draculas every episode? Like the
So
mystery
many
was
different Draculas.
the mystery was finding out what kind of Dracula it was this time. Oh, it's Clown Dracula.
I mean, that's like just Phantasmagoria, right? You find out what kind of demon it is.
Exactly.
It's Clown Dracula. I'm still recovering from that one.
don't give Hollywood any ideas.
I miss like cartoon shows where it was like, you know, like the entire season was based on something bad happened, and they have to get back to Earth or seal all the demons or whatever. They spent the whole season trying to mop up their own mess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good shit.
You telling me that Jonas looks like Leonard Nimoy?
Well, not really, but I mean, like I said, I had the bowl cut as a kid, and my hair is pretty much black, so you know. Well, it's not
Exactly
black
like
anymore.
Leonard Nimoy. That's like they were separated at birth.
I gotta say this. Somebody posted something on Twitter. Basically, all the all the monsters in Deltarune Part 2 where they had dolphins with ads on them. Well, Rousey clicks on an ad for lighteners for darkners in your area. She's mortified, or he's mortified. He also deletes the shortcut on the desktop entirely. But immediately felt guilty because he thought he had to delete the entire ear nest. And he repents for doing that. Okay.
Nice.
It's like one of those I did something bad and now I feel bad kind of scenarios. Oh, Rousey.
I never feel bad about doing bad things. I just feel bad when I'm caught.
Jonas, you monster.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, that's like sweeping the dust out the door and saying, "I'm sorry, Dust. I like you."
How dare you say something so controversial and yet so brave?
Exactly.
Dust has feelings too, you know.
I have no specific follow-up to that, so I'll just nod.
Jonas is just like, I was not prepared. I prepared no retort.
Really like to get in there.
I will be right back.
There's
Just
a
one second.
lot of movement. Probably will be shut out, so maybe I want to get in here somewhere. That didn't help. There we go. Okay. Main core down to 4 hit points. It can't even do that much damage to me because it is drained.
Drained of blood.
Drained
blood,
of
blood.
something. I don't know what it's draining.
Draining its magic. Ooh. Plus 20 charge.
Probably kill it with a snipe bolt. Not that direction, I can't. There we go.
Huzzah.
Explode.
Beast is broken. And
Beast
that's why they're
broke.
called the Beast Breakers. Looks like that beast made a critical mistake.
I don't get it.
Oh, Poppy's missing again.
Poppy's still missing. We still need to get clues of the jam
Yeah.
jars.
Please.
Shell snapper, tusk crawler.
Okay,
Is that you, Jonas?
that's me. Hello.
Every minute that you were gone felt like 60 seconds.
Well, I'm back.
I'm back.
Just promise me you'll never let go again.
Yeah, I promise. I promise.
Huzzah!
Let's do it.
Another turtle.
Wait,
Get Twiddles.
Titles.
Titles.
What are the Twiddles doing here?
The turtle in.
It's hurtling along.
I mean, look at those big red attack patterns. It looks like that big butterfly wings or a big cape.
I was thinking they look like lungs, but I mean that works.
Yeah, it works too. I can see it.
That is in the wrong place.
It's a difficult configuration.
You're a difficult configuration.
Yeah, pretty much.
Your configuration is pretty difficult.
If that was easy, then people would call me a tool.
Oh, you did a thing there. I'm not as quippy as I usually would be. My brain's kind of mush after all that Sonic.
Yeah, after you played Mush Brain Zone.
I'm
Is that-
I'm making a thing in the background, so
Do you normally play Sonic?
No, I mean I have played, I've played Sonic games relatively recently. I had not played Sonic 3 and Knuckles in a while, at least a couple of years. I remembered like none of the details, and it was pretty funny.
The details. It's funny
Oh.
because Tails is a character.
A character I did not utilize.
Oh,
true.
you're gonna laugh at this, but the only thing I remember about the Sonic games is that there was one time somebody brought the Genesis over for me to try out because they knew I loved games, and they brought Rice Krispie Squares, and they brought the Sonic and Knuckles game, which was rented. So many things going on at once, but I only remember this is the game I borrowed with Rice Krispie Squares.
Nice. I miss renting games.
Renting games was a big thing back then.
It was just like there was something uniquely fun about not knowing what would be available. You know, I mean, like you go to Steam, you can get anything. I mean, well, not anything, but you can get. It's all always there. You know, nothing ever really leaves the Steam store, as far as I know, right?
Very occasionally something will leave, but it's not super common.
Right. But you know, you go to one of the little rental places. It's like, what are you gonna find? What kind of like, what kind of weird ass? You know, are we gonna be playing Toe Jam and Earl tonight? You know, or
That's how it was
Yeah.
for movies too. When you were renting them, you never knew exactly what you were going to end up with.
yeah.
I mean, unless you called ahead, but you know,
You called ahead.
some people did that.
They booked the rental, yeah.
Or like, do you have SpongeBob Goes to Hell? And they're like,
You know, our local place had that service, but I don't think we ever took advantage of it. I think like we just spun the wheel. You know, like we would just go with whatever was around.
literally, you just spun the wheel, and whatever it landed on was what you rented.
When I
And
first
you're like, oh man, we hit bankrupt.
Oh man!
back when I was first renting games, there was we had a video store in my area that tried to behave a lot like Blockbuster.
Uh-huh.
But the thing was, like, I'm not sure if Blockbuster had these kind of things, but it had kid rooms, and that was one of the coolest things about the store back when I was a kid. Is they had like a ballroom for kids, so the parents could shop and find out what games they could rent or movies they wanted to rent before the kids start crying. But it was amazing.
My Blockbuster, it had a kid area. Like it had a little thing with a table and like little blocks and stuff.
Blocks
Did
at
not-
Blockbuster.
Yeah, imagine that. But we did not have a whole kid room.
The one
McDonald's-
I was most nostalgic for was our little local chain that managed to hang on surprisingly long, even after Blockbuster arrived here. And they had each store was different, and they had that little area with the curtains at the back and all that stuff.
God.
Oh,
Yeah, remember when that was a thing?
Yeah.
also, Ask Grey Tree has subscribed for Prime. They've been subscribed for 7 months.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Heck yeah.
Boing, boing, boing.
Good times.
Oh yeah, like renting for me was like playing the lottery for cool games back then. And of course, trying to rent Final Fantasy and Mega Man was hell back then. Yeah, popular games. But on the stores back then would also have the little chips on the game to let you know it's rented, but they had a little happy face. Rented! Like this game was happy to be played. I said, yeah, that makes sense for me. But then they started coming up with the ones with the sad face. I'm like, what? Why'd you do that?
This game was angry to be played.
Yeah. Oh, sad.
It's like
because-
on Reboot, where every time someone successfully manages to beat a game, it leads to like devastation of an entire little computer city.
Well, actually, yeah, that's when we win, yes. The users.
Warning, incoming game.
I always thought that was kind of funny. So every time the user beats a game, it destroys a part of their computer.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
I mean, given how games were installed into your computer back then.
I mean, fair enough, I suppose.
Users, people that play games don't know how to turn them off. That's the secret. That was my excuse back then.
Remember when Windows... Go ahead.
People just didn't know how to turn their game off. Sorry, go ahead.
Remember when Windows was like, it's safe to turn your computer off now?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, you had to manually turn it off back in the day. I wonder how many Zoomers even know about that.
It is now safe to turn off your computer.
My dad had an Apple II where you didn't have to do anything to prep. You were just like, click, off. Even his XT, you could just turn it off. It wasn't until like Windows got to like 3 that it started to become an issue. Like, okay, if you do this, you're actually gonna like lose data.
I want to see if anybody remembers this. Run, space, colon. Oh no, run, space, apostrophe, and then let's see, what was the game? Hot Wheels, yes. Comma 8, comma 1. Press enter. There's your game.
What was that, like setting flags or something? Like, was that to like specify?
It
Like, what was it?
specified that was the computer's command to run the game.
Oh, well, I mean, I know that, but I was wondering what like the 8.1 was.
That's a good question. I didn't really know what comma 8, comma 1 meant back then for Commodore, but that had to be put in specifically to play the game.
Don't know.
Then later I realized that you can do it with just comma 8, but comma 8, comma 1 is how it started out at first.
Nice. I knew one kid with a Commodore, and it was weird. Like, it was just it was very different. Like, the only game he had was Ghostbusters, and it was kind of this like wonky, horrible game.
Oh, I remember that game for the Commodore.
They actually made you fight ghosts in real life. It was
Yeah,
great.
yeah. The Ghost they just came out.
It had that 8-bit Ghostbuster theme on it too.
I'm not even sure it was 8-bit. I think it might have been like below 8-bit, like more like Atari generation.
It was like 2.5 bit.
Yeah, it was Atari generation, but I keep calling it 8-bit. But
It was shaving the haircut 2 bits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did the C64 come out? Was it 83? I forgot.
At first, I thought you said, when did the N64 come out?
Yeah.
83, and I'm like,
No.
like a little bit later than that.
Yeah.
But the big thing about the Commodore, I still remember to say, I was very surprised the Commodore had voice, well, not exactly a voice, but sound voice bits that Nintendo I don't think ever did.
Yeah, it's like PCM or something, like crappy, like that kind of thing, right? Like a sample.
Can you can you give us that sample again, Jonas?
Anyway.
We have a visitor.
I remember they had some kind of audio sampling like that, I believe.
I got one right here. We have a visitor.
Yeah.
Stay a while. Stay forever. That's what I'll always forget. I'll never forget.
Can't believe people use like C64s to like balance their taxes and shit like that. It's just
Oh, Battleship was another popular one too back then. But the free Commodore games I remember that were mostly the Olympic games, believe it or not. Now that I remember, the Olympic games were the most popular ones back then. And I was very surprised. I forgot to mention this, but the original Wii, actually had some Commodore games you could download off there for $5 each, and they had Pit Stop 2. Oh wow, I couldn't believe they had that on there. That was another popular one.
oh Lord.
Pit Stop, the one where your tires can actually get busted and you lose the game.
Juicy, I think we're old.
Yep.
I think yeah.
That's actually one of the funniest things too about Pit Stop. It maybe got like
When I was a little kid and I played EA NASCAR on the GameCube.
Oh God, shut up.
EA NASCAR and GameCube.
Nice.
I remember my sister brought Guitar Hero to school once because she loved it so much.
I only play Call of Duty Shoot Man.
I remember when my brother and sister started playing the game. My sister was into Guitar Hero, and my brother was into Call of Duty. That pretty much sums it up.
You know, I always wanted to know when they were going to release Guitar Villain.
Yeah.
You either
Guitar
die as a
Hero.
guitar die as a guitar hero, or live long enough to become the guitar.
I mean, is that not what Friday Night Funkin' is?
I was gonna
Go
make an
on.
Axl Rose joke, but
In the Guitar Hero, you have to basically go Scott Pilgrim on the game.
God, a couple of wires in my brain got crossed, and the first thing that was almost out of my mouth without even a thought was Scott Pilgrim and the Thievius Raccoon.
I would play the hell out of that.
Who wouldn't?
That would be amazing.
Scott Pilgrim and the Thievius Raccoonus.
Oh my gosh. Don't you hate it when you're doing an art thing and you're 1 pixel off, and so you go back and you edit it, and you do that 3 times in a row?
I'll do you one better, Miller. You don't even notice it, and then the commissioner points it out to you.
Yeah.
Yep,
Really?
that sure is a thing.
I don't need this character animated like there's an earthquake happening underneath them because they keep shifting 1 pixel every frame.
Oh my god.
Warbird, we noticed your sub.
Yeah,
Did nobody say
Oh.
anything?
we
I-
did.
I thought we
I'm
did
sorry.
say something about
Thank you,
that.
Warbird. Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, not Warsburg. Sorry. No.
Maybe.
Ash
We also
Greater
have-
gets me. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle was their childhood. Heck yeah. I still listen to the SA2 soundtrack, like, to work to this very day.
Miller, I gotta tell you something. I just
What?
bought SA2. I bought it on Steam. I bought SA1 and 2.
Why would you buy it?
Because
There's
it's
this
bad.
thing called emulation.
Shh. That's a dirty word. No, to be honest, I have never been able to get the Dreamcast emulator to work on my PC.
Dreamcast?
Or whatever the Saturn, I don't know. Whatever the hell it is.
Not Saturn!
I don't know.
Jonas is just getting increasingly indignant. He's gonna do that thing where he just
like that.
yeah, that
Yes.
like that.
Okay, are we talking about Sonic Adventure 2, or are we talking about Sonic Adventure DX?
I don't know. Well, hold on. Let me check. Let me check my purchases. Okay, I got DX. I got Sonic Adventure DX and Sonic Adventure 2.
Okay,
There.
that was on Dreamcast.
Okay, there you go. See, I was right. I
Well,
was right.
Sonic Adventure, the DX version, was first released for GameCube, if I remember correctly. When it was on Dreamcast, it was just plain old Sonic Adventure.
Well, yeah.
Ha ha ha!
Tucker shoves his glasses so far up his nose that they jam into his brain.
Hey, what now?
My face just starts melting into Birdley's face.
What was that? What was that meme you showed me? So with the faces, like Nage and like Rudurlent or whatever.
Oh! You're talking about the
Like the nightmare phases.
the obscure emotions one.
Yeah, the
Yeah, you're thinking of dorselessness, I think.
dorselessness. Thank you. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's a bad case of dorselessness. Everybody else is like, "What are they talking about?"
Yeah.
It's talking about dorselessness.
Dorklessness?
You know, it's dorselessness. It's when you're dorseless. It's the state of being dorseless.
Ah. So it's not about...
And then GC's like, they're talking about insanity. Okay.
No, you guys are talking about losing your dorklessness. So I thought.
There's only one place where you can get your dorkless is back. It's the Dork Tower.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
It's guarded by Dis. It's understandable.
It's guarded by Dis?
Yeah. The Dork Tower is guarded by Dis.
Not the cute little squirrel.
Yeah.
This is
That's
all
like
like
10
to get past me. You must give me nuts. You know it's true.
If I were guards, I'd say, give me your quarters or give me your life. And it would make total sense.
Well, if they give you your quarters, it would make sense.
Well, if you give me your life, then I'm getting another one up in this game. Yeah. When people say life to me, like if I took somebody's life, it'd be like, okay, sure, but you got other lives, don't you?
It's still not close enough to do max damage on that.
And then people are like, well, I don't think that's how lives work. Well, they're lives, not a life. Come on, jeez.
Jeez.
Huge difference, guys.
And it's dead anyway.
Aha. Really? Warbird says that his gifts are one to a bot. Is that a bot?
What?
It was.
No.
Warbird gifted a
Wait.
tier to Ampulux. That doesn't sound
No,
like
they're not a
bot.
bot. It's just a lurker.
Yeah. Based on where you found that gem, I bet it's leading a sticky trail to the Fron Fellowship.
You know, you don't need to see people talk in the chat. In fact, some people would call that a bonus.
Mallow, those ghostly rumors. Is that where the haunted houseboat was last seen?
It's my turn. Yep. ...
If you knew that's where the houseboat was, why was that not our first decision? We knew she was going towards it.
Okay, so new hammer.
That looked like a rocket launcher.
Deal 1 damage,
Great
slash 5,
hammer.
stop, unbounce.
A porcu launcher, I should say.
Battering ram, deal 1 damage for every 4 steps traveled.
Ooh, that sounds good.
But it's only 10 steps, and you need a lot of inertia to get that up. Leaping bash pierces everything on stop, deals 1 damage in a medium radius plus 1 damage for each inertia. And clangorous barrage. Is clangorous even a word? Shatter 2.
It is now.
Clangorous.
Plus 1 shatter for each inertia.
As a word?
Add 1 stun, plus 1 stun for each inertia.
Can you give us a definition of clangorous, Jonas?
Characterized by or making a continuous loud banging or ringing sound.
That's what I was going with. Ooh. I just didn't know 100% if that's really what it meant.
Here's Poppy.
Skip! What took you so long? Hey, you need some murderous ghosts? Oh. I think Stoker wants this one.
Oh, yes, I do.
Oh, shit.
Yes,
Here
I
we go.
do.
Gasp.
Ah, this doesn't look deadly at all. But that does.
Oh, I'm excited. I want to see the mystery bat.
I want to see you bad, Joe. Not that I'm excited too or anything.
Yeah.
Most certainly.
But, you know, it beats feeling dorsless.
Jeez, why are there any green cats in this game? Jeez.
I'm sorry,
feel-
DC.
You don't see a lot of green cats, period.
Nope. But all this green in the game. Ugh.
Like, I think there's like a D&D species of cat that's green. And then there's Cringer. He's green. But, yeah.
Rangers are me green, but that's something I picture I'm going to be when I get older. Army green.
Yeah. Nice.
I'll be the Cringer when I get older.
Oh, gosh, Adam. Don't turn me into Battle Cat.
Oh, jeez. No,
That's my Cringer impression. Do you like it?
Nice.
it's okay. Got a bit of a Scooby-Doo vibe, but yeah, that pretty much describes Cringer's voice now that I think about it.
I mean, he is kind of a Scooby-Doo-esque character in many ways.
Yeah.
It's just imagine if Scooby-Doo, if Shaggy could just pull out a magic laser sword and zap Scooby-Doo into being like a giant warrior dog.
That was such a
Actually, nobody imagined that. That's my new fan fiction. Nobody gets to write that but me.
Don't let us stop you.
No, you couldn't stop me if you tried.
Oh, that was such a trope in the 70s and 80s. Like, a bunch of competent characters and, like, one or two that are just utterly, like, you know, like, oh, you know, like,
Could you tell us what they're like again, Jonas?
anyway. But, like, Jabberjaw, you know, Gleek,
Well, you know, it was basically just Hanna-Barbera repeatedly ripping itself off.
Yeah, that's true.
Hanna-Barbera was so original they couldn't rip anybody else out but themselves.
They were like, all the characters have to be competent except for one. There has to be one that's just concentrated bumbling.
Well, usually there was like,
Or one
there
or
was
two.
always a Shaggy, and there was always a Scooby.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes the Shaggy, sometimes the Scooby was a talking car.
Well said.
You know, sometimes you get a Great Dane, sometimes you get a talking car. You know, life is like a box of chocolates.
Look at sharp. shiny.
I think that enemy got to the point.
I think the enemy got the point.
God, has anyone seen ProZD's Mario voice reaction
Yes.
video yet?
Yes.
Where it's
Yes.
like how executives think people react to celebrity voice casting.
Yes.
Oh,
I loved it.
That one's very good.
Nice.
Paolo Hebert even
took me a
congratulated him
minute
on
to
that.
remember who that was.
I was looking at the voices of Ryu for Street Fighter. I was like, I really liked that video. And he just goes at the end of it, he just goes, blah, blah, blah. Sort of like,
I don't say.
sort of like something I would do. Because everybody knows that if you're getting your fans really crazy, they just say gibberish.
I don't know.
That's true.
anyone who
Just
does
ask
that.
Jonas.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And the problem is that there's a bunch of people who work in advertising and stuff that have seen like the Star Wars fan events or whatever, and they're like, we want fans like that, not realizing that literally every person who is being videotaped at those events is an actor that is being paid to make up an opinion and to overact how they feel about it.
You tell me it's not all real and spontaneous? I'm completely disillusioned now.
Yeah, the problem is that they fooled the other marketing companies. That's the real issue.
Also, like, to look at the Star Wars fandom and say we want fans like that is to grossly misunderstand the Star Wars fandom.
Nice.
Every fandom's different. Just ask Rick. Ooh. There's so many fandoms out there right there. It's really hard to gauge what the fans are like because there's so many different, of course. But it's funny how the higher ups are like, well, every fan. What do you mean fandoms are different? They're all the same. They buy our stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm not skeptical about the scary movie either, Ash. They did get Jack Black in there, and we know he's good at what he does. And I
That's
can't
true.
wait to see him in Bowser.
He's great at what he does, which is being Jack Black.
That's
That's telekinesis, Kyle. That was my Jack Black impression.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking forward to it. I don't think it's gonna be like amazing cinema, but that's the kind of movie where I'd want to like. So, do you remember when you were working at the movie theater and we could get in for like, we could get in for free?
Yep.
That's the kind of like if you were still at that theater when the Mario movie came out, I would totally tag you and be like, let's just do a midnight show. Let's do a midnight show on like a Sunday night or something when nobody's there.
That would rule, actually.
Just make complete asses of ourselves. Invent like Rocky Horror style callbacks for it or something.
Oh my god, now you're taking it too far.
Never.
Oh, only thing that worries about the Mario movie, they're probably going to copy Pikachu or the Pikachu Detective movie and the Sonic movie. And I said, don't, please don't. But it looks like it's going to be totally anime, and I hope my
It
expectations
is.
are wrong.
It's being made by Illumination, the Minions people.
He sounds
So-
so thrilled.
The
I mean,
Minions.
listen.
It could be worse. It could be made by like the folks who make like those like forgettable funny animal movies. You know, like
People who make like Alpha and Omega. and
Alpha.
that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean,
Jonas is like, yeah, those movies are so forgettable. I don't even remember what they are.
No, I was struggling to think of a title, but yeah.
That's the one I remember because that's the one that inexplicably is god awful and yet has like 5 sequels.
Yeah,
Hey guys, you remember the movie The Nut Job?
vaguely.
Oh God, that's right. That was a thing, wasn't it?
That was like Steve Carell, wasn't it, or something like
Everything is Steve Carell,
Okay,
even
yeah.
you. I hate to tell you this, Jonas, but you're actually Steve Carell.
that? I knew it.
Jonas has been corralled.
It's true.
Will Arnett, Brendan Fraser, Liam Neeson, and Catherine Hagel.
I thought you were going to say Katharine Hepburn. I'm like, huh?
Wow, that would be
There's
that would be
some-
quite the animated cast right there.
That would be quick.
I was halfway expecting Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Well, I mean, there didn't what was the actor's name? Puss in Boots.
Oh, Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, my mind was like Armando. His name's Armando. Armando
Bernardo.
Fernando. He played the vampire named Fernando. Anyway, what is wrong with us?
I don't know about you, Jonas.
Many things, but I think we get to add racism to the pile.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
All right,
Jonas!
fine. I'll take the
How
L.
could you?
I'll take the L. I'll take it. I'll eat it. I will take responsibility for that. Ah. No, I maintain that no matter how bad the Illumination Mario movie is, it won't be worse than the 90s Mario movie. Okay?
But will it be as entertaining, though, is the thing? Because yes, that movie was terrible,
Probably.
but
Yeah.
it has a certain je ne sais quoi that makes it hard to look away from.
It's a good bad one, is what you're saying. It's a good bad one.
I think they're gonna make a fine video game movie. It's not gonna be great. It's not gonna be terrible.
It'll be what they want. It'll be by the numbers, yes.
What if
Yeah.
they totally surprise us and it turns out to be this ultra-violent Castlevania-style thing?
I don't think they're gonna do that. But like, yes, the Minion movie, absolute goddamn grating, terrible stuff. The original Despicable Me movie, kind of okay.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It started out as okay, and then they just pushed it too far.
Well, that's the thing. I'm wondering if they have an original thing that's going to have Miyamoto
Nice.
is presumably going to be evolved.
That was a hard one.
Yeah, it looked pretty
It
gnarly.
was like about halfway through there, I was like, oh, I know how to do this now. Why wasn't I
Yeah,
doing
Lip
that
Slam's
before?
really good.
Get
That
more
was starting to
damage,
be a
ain't it?
disadvantage.
I didn't really mind the Minions movie, but I didn't have a lot invested in it in terms of like, I'm gonna give a shit about this.
I mean,
There
did
we
you
go.
even watch it?
Time to
The
stop
corner
the
of my
mystery of the bias.
Out the corner of your eye. You're like, I watched this many pixels.
eye.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
What is he saying? Okay.
He's coming in through a piece of technology, so
Motes out! The fog is interfering with the sensor.
A holotape?
The misery of the broken tech demons. That almost makes up for a lack of deadly ghosts. Almost.
Evidence of diffuse corruption approaching 64.7%.
I'm not corrupted. Huh? Diffuse corruption?
He's gonna turn out to be a total nerd character, isn't he? The beasts in area show additional adaptive traits. Conducted.
Mom, we're bringing a bat home. So, unfortunately, it wasn't a real ghost.
Life is full of disappointments.
Fortunately, there is still a mystery. The mystery of who's leaving all these broken holotapes everywhere. Plus, I can think of like a million uses for this projection. Scaring off aphids, epic party lighting.
Oh,
No.
preserve me, Paprika. If you run off like that again.
I'm fine, Granny. And Skip's fine too. Okay, so maybe we risk running out of snacks while I was gone, but I'll make it up for you, promise.
It's getting more dangerous out there. Only 2 critters ain't enough.
Really? Then, you got it. Time to double Skipper's team. And if I have to double the work to make it happen, then don't worry. I'll just buckle down.
I'd like 2 travel companions.
Oh.
More work.
Champ, I don't want to contradict our new pal, but it sounds like something's rotten in that swamp. Corruption pools I've seen aplenty, but contaminating the groundwater? They're usually self-contained, and the beasts take care of them right quick. If it's true, though, I'm not surprised if more critters than usual have been getting sick. Hopefully it's nothing. Oh, it's just gonna be one of those theories where killing the monsters is making things sicker. Been real swell to have some snails around.
Well, I
don't you
mean,
think?
it is a tiny character fighting giant beasts, so shades of Shadow of the Colossus there.
Come on. I'm surprised critters still keep them as pets.
Oh, sure. Plenty of scouts find their ways through the brambles, like journeying alongside a trusty snail.
Oh my god, really, stream? Come on. And my father raises purebred bubble snails of the highest pedigree in his stables. They've won prizes.
Stoker's turn.
Here I go. Mine are all rescues, but I feed them on a shade-grown lily pad diet. Nothing but the best for those sweeties.
Quite sensible. In a lofted court, lap snails are often offered fine beverages and daily massages. Wait, so there's Kobe snails? My sister did have a pet snail when we were young. She always put a silly ribbon on its shell.
Aw, the many joys of snail ownership. Boy, if I had a nickel for every time I've said that.
Then she trained it to attack enemies on sight.
Okay.
Absolutely brutal to behold.
Yep, sounds joyful.
You heard it here, folks. Killer snails.
Okay, I'm out of here.
And is no one gonna top at the fact that they won't stop eating my strawberries?
Strawberries. Man, I'm hungry.
It's like getting over all those
Yeah.
recordings I found in the mines. You're totally garbage, but sometimes I can almost make something out. If I need more, let me know, okay?
Yeah.
Jonas, make me a snack.
Okay. I'll mail it to you right now. Oh, sorry, I addressed it to my stomach.
That paprika. With the stress she puts me under, it's a wonder I have any whiskers left.
Ma'am, I'm just an outsider peeking at your personal problems, so I hope I'm not stepping out of line, but creators clash when they got different ages, but could be worth it to listen to where she's coming from.
I know exactly where she's coming from. I know it all too well. It would be one thing if she'd ever focus on her weapon drills like her cousin did. She carries on with such utter disregard, constantly leaving by herself, sprinting about heedlessly. She thinks I'm no fun, but I'll do what it takes not to lose anyone else.
Thanks for saying so, ma'am, but there's more than one way to lose someone.
Oh, dippity dang.
Junko with
deep.
the heavy advice.
Yes, sir, giving facts a try. Oh, jeez, the double duty. Yes.
So what is his power?
Yeah, we checked that out.
Throws superfood smoothies at you and runs away.
Oh.
Ability. Nature provides, use on materials. Turns materials into unique consumable in its own consumable slot.
That sounds nifty.
So the consumable gives you full charge in health one time during the battle.
Helper's unique party chat with this. Ooh, check out the size of that rock. Ain't there anything tasty up there? Bet you can't beat me to the top to find out.
You're on.
Challenge accepted, Skipper says. Solus Raptors, we taped knives to a snail. There were no survivors.
My God, that Roomba's got enough.
Has a grow of 12. Oh yeah, fire.
Yep, these beasts are getting mighty durable. And a bird.
And I'm back in the corner again. Okay.
Happens to the best of us.
There we go.
You know what? I think I'm seeing what Miller's seeing. I think it's lagging for me a little bit too.
For me.
Stoker, GC, are you getting that also, or?
No.
It still doesn't look like it's lagging for me, as far as I can tell.
All right.
Maybe it just loves me better.
I'm sure that's it.
That's how computers work. They just like some people better than others.
Get blocked in impossible. Ooh, he's doing well. You can do this, perfect. Oh yeah, I'm going to nationals.
I didn't move so far with the shocking stab or the strike. And I can just use shocking stab to buy myself some time. Yeah. Uh-oh. Like that, yep.
Uh-oh.
Not sure how I managed that, but I'll take it.
Oh.
I just need a clear shot at
The core.
Core.
Wet.
Oof.
Flick.
Is that a clear shot? Yes.
Yes. Boom. You shot.
Oh, sizzle snap.
You will be remembered.
Blammo.
Plow wow.
Beast busted.
That was a daisy skip. Then everybody goes back to Lordy.
Everybody's just doing their own thing.
Ooh. Nut husk armor. Like the name of that.
Gain 1 action when you... Okay. That's like the first armor, except slightly better.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
This settlement holds a legendary bow of Nettle Whiskersmith.
Sounds like it's right up Rick's alley.
Copy Seeker to collect more of those mysterious holotapes and Misty Myers. But first,
I want that dang bow.
you must use a bow for this, but you can use any bow.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a good combo right there.
Take him when he gets nervous.
Mhm. Oh, Shaco, geez, oh darn. And she's like the opposite.
You go along? Okay.
A peppy squirrel and a totally scared Eldest World frog. What can possibly go wrong? Oh. If I'm seeing this correctly, you can have 4 items in your bag with him around. Ah, there you go. Yeah.
Durger.
Huh?
Say something.
Oh,
Talk about Sally or something. It's too quiet.
okay. Did you know that Sally is the best Sonic character because smart and naked?
Okay.
Lies.
Lies!
Propaganda.
How dare you?
It's true.
On
The
the
this
day of my
robot.
Sally's wedding.
It's true, so but this robot told me.
Oh,
I mean, I can argue with that.
Sally was a cool. Honestly, is a cool character.
did you know that she also doesn't afraid of anything?
Now that I believe.
Her only, it's just her. She has 3 superpowers. She's a princess. She can invent. She travel. She's a tongue tied there. She's a princess. She's courageous and she works with gadgets.
So she's naked.
That's a. Well, that Sonic's naked too. So
I mean,
They're not-
he is, it's true.
They're not naked. They're technically wearing boots. Blah blah blah, etc.
Me, my name is Jonas. I say words even though I shouldn't.
Sally wears a vest. Also, she has hair, which funny. They could somehow turn that into like that's clothes. I said no, that's hair. Hair. That's like saying Amy Rose is not naked because she has hair.
It's true.
You know, that show came out 28 years ago. I can't help but 28 years ago. 28. Just let that sink in for a second. I can't help but wonder if anyone would remember Sally if not for the Archie comics.
I think people would have still remembered.
Well, I mean, like, would she still be a waifu? That is, I guess, what I'm wondering. You know?
Well, that's the thing too, because the comics really outlived the cartoon they were based on.
Yes, they did. I mean, I wasn't
hilariously so.
Yeah.
even though I wasn't like a huge Sonic fan. Even I read the comics because they were so cool back then. New idea, video game character with lots of, I should say, media coverage, comics, and then you're saying, hey, maybe they could do this with the other game shows for once, like Mario.
Yeah, that they might be able to bring Sonic comics back.
Yeah, man, I mean, IDW
they
is
are
fine.
going with IDW now.
Yeah.
IDW
kind
is some
of-
I mean
pretty
that
dang good.
the Ken Penders
Oh
You mean the
god.
debacle has been solved.
Oh,
Yeah,
You mean bring back like the Archie continuity?
I believe so.
I don't
well,
think they're going
that's
to.
complicated. I don't think so either. It's possible they might bring back Sally and the Freedom Fighters because of their popularity, and also because Ken has no hold over them. But I don't know. I wouldn't count on it. I'd just say it's possible.
I know Ian Flynn wants to, but he said
I will say, I will throw a shed light in there and say I do believe that they might do that because they are like sleeper popularity, but popular nonetheless. So it is possible.
maybe.
Gravy.
Not holding my breath. Gravy.
Oh, I'll do it for us then. I'll hold it in.
All right.
And if Sally becomes a canon character, you can fake me.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I'd love to see a new take on Sally in the new continuity, but I mean,
Well, the Sonic series doesn't really have a princess, as far as I know.
I mean, there's Blaze.
oh, is Blaze a princess?
Blaze is a princess.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Didn't
Well,
they say at some point that like, oh, Sonic will never have like a canonical girlfriend or something like that?
Yeah,
They
that's-
did in 06, and it was a gigantic.
Yeah, Sega's current mandate is that none of the characters, the major characters, can be in any kind of relationship. They can tease things, like they kind of tease this thing between Knuckles and Rouge sometimes. And of course, we all know Amy's infatuated with Sonic. But beyond that, they're like, no, none of them have a thing going.
I'm actually okay with that. Like, I think it's the sort of thing where it's like, do you need it for the storytelling purpose?
Mm-mm.
No, you don't need it.
No.
Nah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not
because I agree with the decision, but I also am just like, they're only doing it because then they can have the characters be like unaging, unchanging. And they can
Right.
sell them forever.
Yeah.
Mhm. Pretty much. They don't want to go down the Dragon Ball route. Goku, Gohan, and his grandchildren. Although that was pretty awesome storytelling. But yeah, it pretty much set the standard of what people were, or companies I bet were afraid of with doing that kind of thing. Like, they gotta start over, they gotta have, like, new characters all the time, they gotta go down the Transformer route where people lose Optimus Prime, etc., etc. And I don't think they want to go down that
I
road.
can hit
I
it
think
right here.
I don't know if it scared them, honestly. I don't know.
I mean, yes, but I'm also down for any character development that results in a badass guy settling down, starting a family, and wearing pink polos.
Absolutely. I am 100% behind that.
Don't forget the Vegeta mustache.
The Vegeta mustache.
Yeah,
I
the
forgot
damn
about when he grew a mustache.
You guys, I'm glad you remember that because who can forget Gohan? He was an awesome character until the death of Cell. And I will hold that to my heart to the end.
That's fair.
Oh, Gohan was awesome. That Cell saga was like the pinnacle of Dragon Ball. But the problem is that you can tell they went back to they want the status quo back. But Dragon Quest though does. Here's the funny thing I have to say about that though. Toriyama knows that writing characters and having them have families and starting the whole thing over again is entirely possible. But Dragon Ball, they want him to stop doing that. I could tell. Yeah, I mean, they did it with Crown. They did it with a lot of stuff he does with stories, but they want him not to do that with Dragon Ball. It had to be Goku and Vegeta. And yes, they're cool. I love them, but keeping them in lock and time forever is going to be boring.
Can we read the thing now?
Oh, sorry. It's Bo. I recognize this Wrecking Bow.
I like the name Wrecking Bow.
One of Nell's favorites for sheer destructive power.
I'm liking it better already.
I always felt that bows and arrows should make you more cautious, not less. But not her. She'd go barreling in, arrows blazing, and you couldn't tell her otherwise. One time she singed half my whiskers right off. And on a night when I had arranged a nice meal with your grandfather in Brambleton, no less.
Yeah, huh?
He was polite about it, at least. There were many reasons that relationship fell apart, but I couldn't fault his tact. And then just pit of the stomach depression.
I was gonna say, dang, that got real.
Okay. Ignition Sling. Fires one arrow, applies essence.
This weapon is very cool.
50% chance to deal 1 in a small radius, 100% chance if the tile is unstable. Unstable, when destroyed, deals 2 damage to everything in a large radius.
Oh, I like that.
Priming Bolts. Fires 2 shots in a cone, apply unstable to scale. Stop. Unstable, when destroyed, deals 2 damage to everything in a large radius. Agitator Dart. Bounce, deal 2 damage. On core bounce, if the core is the vital core, increase rampage timer by 1 once only.
So this weapon is very cool because, yeah, you basically coat the scales in like this priming agent and explosive material, and then you fire this ignition dart, and they all blow up.
Nice.
And it's this cool like setup payoff gameplay every turn.
Plus 10 max charge, plus 10 starting block. But that's for bonus actions, which you don't
Which does
have
nothing with bows.
the bow, yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry for rambling there, Rick. I didn't know you were done.
No, I wasn't looking at the screen. I was, yeah, doing stuff.
So Porcupine and Mouse and Bird went out to scout.
Feels like a joke setup.
Your joke setup.
Oh,
See, you set up your own joke.
You're the setup for the joke.
fair.
Dandy lad, how do you always make it through all this muck and mire and not get a spot of dirt on you?
Poison, my grace. Poison grace, my dear sir. I'm happy to advise you in the art of decorum, if you so desire.
Decorum? Nah, I don't think I can manage that. I just want to do less laundry. Amen, brother.
Well, there is a solution to the laundry problem.
Yeah.
Don't get dirty.
Yeah, that's
I-
totally what I was going to suggest.
I was gonna say, I think Stoker. I was gonna say
Leave
That's
such
a different
valuable
idea.
research notes behind.
Oh, of course, laundry.
Forge type. Oh boy.
Well, you have that new bow that
Yeah.
breaks things. Oh, you got a bomb. We're using twos all over the place. Ooh, Debbie.
Yeah. I got the acid.
I'll spray it back.
Anyway. First step, reload. Turn. Nice. Oh, I see what the issue with this bow is. I don't actually have any regular arrows. Any regular arrows takes 20.
Well, your ignition sling is like your non-charged arrows.
Yeah. Doesn't require anything. Stay back in there.
Yes, little one, I hear you and I see you and I pet you. Hmm, sweet baby.
Oh, Seamus. The story since yesterday. We found a houseboat that supposedly had ghosts in it, and if we went to it, there was a thing that seemed like a ghost. Turns out it was a like pre-recorded hologram thing of some bat person talking about beasts and talking about them in a very like scientific manner, I guess. Like they were studying the beasts. That's about all that's happened.
Alright, now he's back.
Oh,
Oh wow, that monster's all pieces.
Yeah, it's done to him. It's blowing up all over the place.
Kaboosh. Kaboosh.
This is the one where we didn't talk. All right, that's okay.
Then so be it.
And so... So, brr.
Oh my, he got you in a pincher attack.
That's
Yeah,
what
that
this guy
happens
does.
sometimes.
Receive pincer attacks. And then I just ran right into the other one. I want to. I go. Oh no, that direction. Okay, that's better. There we go. Oh. I guess it got it for me anyway.
Unstable.
Hey, random question.
Yes.
Random
Does
answer.
Does anybody in this call or in chat know how to rewrite an assembly DLL?
Nope.
Nope.
Turnips.
Bees.
You
Well,
asked for a
just
random
like-
answer.
I'm a tech, not a programmer, unfortunately.
I
I
knew
honestly
how to
don't think it's physically possible to do that anyway. It's mostly a farcical question.
Okay.
I programmed in BASIC and made my TI 9948 say happy birthday.
Cool.
Yeah.
I had to program in ARM when I was in school, and we had to make the game Othello or Versailles
Nice.
in assembly
I
with
recently.
AI.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Wait, with AI? Wow, nice.
Yeah.
I recently poked a tiny bit at Python.
Python's good.
Python does seem pretty
Greg,
good,
Greg
yeah.
Luderman likes it a lot. He uses it for his work.
Well, I'm never really going to be like in love with programming. It does have ancillary applications in certain places, and as I understand it, once you've learned Python, other languages become a lot easier, like C or something. If
Yeah,
that
that's
ever-
a lot of languages. Once you learn one, you start to get sort of the basic concepts.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if I'll ever go that route, but you know, it's good to have. It's good to at least be able, to have that like basic framework of understanding.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
no, I went
tried.
to school for computer science, which means Specifically, my thing was learning like
Got it.
the abstract concept of programming languages, like what makes them up, how do they work, what is the physical changes they're making in a computer
Yeah.
that causes it to work.
And just when we hit midnight.
Yep.
Oh yeah. 12 o'clock sharp.
Your renown has almost hit 10. I don't know those holotapes. What's it say? Stalker?
Oh, sorry. Drawing extensive corruption readings, likely emanating from the coast.
Like a corruption pool?
Corrupted Coast? Or like the Corrupted Coast?
Hoppy. I'll find more.
And Skipper's like, I guess I'm not gonna be able to stop her. So until next stream, we'll find out Poppy's fantastic adventures.
I hope eventually we get to meet this mystery bat hologram dude.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
Oh jeez, what if the game is that he just talks through the hologram and nothing more?
Oh, I would be so disappointed.
Aw.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but I sorta have that kind of gag thing going on, I think. We'll see. He's such a recluse, he'll only talk through the radio.
All right.
Yep.
That's tonight. Thanks again for joining us for another session of Beast Wars. And
Beast Wars.
Beasties
or
in Canada.
Or Beasties.
Yes. Oh, you remembered.
Nice.
Alright.
And we'll catch y'all later, all right?
Yeah. Have a
Thanks
good
for
one.
stopping by.
folks.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Good night.